Alright, man, so, no, I'm probably a little late making this, but I just wanted to put thoughts on the game for the Jaguars playing the Jets last night. And overall, I thought it looked pretty good. I mean, I know they lost 17-13, but real shit, nobody gives a fuck about the preseason, the final score. Really, how you judge a preseason game is what the score is when the fucking starters go out. And at that point, it was 10-0. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. I mean, the usuals look good. Fucking Allen Robinson already fucking beasting. Three catches, 80 yards, including that fucking nice ass 45-yard catch he had, and you know, my man gonna pick up right where he left off. So that was good. I mean, Elite Jackson looked good. Blake Bortles had his thing. Chris Ivory had a couple nice runs, including that touchdown. Which, by the way, I know it was a one yard touchdown, but shit, we need something like that because let's be real. The reason Toby Gerhardt's ass ain't on this team because his bitch ass couldn't pound in a fucking 1 yard touchdown in 4 tries on the goddamn goal line. So yeah, man, fuck him. I mean, Chris Ivory, I think, is gonna be pretty good for us so far, and our running game as a whole looks sharp because that was like the only thing that might have been a little flawed from our offense from last year, but it's starting to look good. I still think, man, if the Eagles are still trying to trade Darren Sproles, I still think we should put an offer up on him. Hopefully not lose any draft picks. Like a dream trade for me, just for me. I don't know how anybody else would feel about this. Fucking get Darren Sproles for Marquise Lee and Denard Robinson and shit. You can even throw Dwayne Grotz's bum ass in there to get him to fuck off his team. Just I know some people are like, oh, we're jacking off. Marquise Lee's good, but he's hurt. His only problem is he's hurt. Yeah, no shit. But the thing is, like, he's not a number one, and he was picked before Allen Robinson and Allen Hurns, and they both took his fucking job. He was supposed to be the number one receiver, but then they both took his fucking job. So, and plus, we got Brian Walters and Rashad Green, who are both, to me, just as good as Marquise Lee. And Brian Walters is a white boy, but he's a fucking beast. I like Brian Walters. And then Rashad Green, he's good not only as a slot receiver, but on special teams as well. So, and not only that, they did an article on somebody earlier in the year. I can't think of his fucking name, but there's a undrafted kid that we got that has that they say has Allen Hurns type potential. So if that's the case, what the hell do we need Marquise Lee for? For him to just take up roster space being hurt? And I think really in a place like Philadelphia, I think he could go there and have a pretty nice career. Because I don't wish anything. I mean, I've met the dude. I don't wish anything bad on him. But like, I think it's better for everybody if we just move on from him and trade him. Real shit. And then Denard Robinson. I know some people still like Denard Robinson. Denard Robinson to me fucking sucks. Like, other than his rookie year, he really ain't done shit. So I think like he's still like, I think it's time for him to go as well. Dwayne Grotz, that one good moment a year having motherfucker, but the rest of the season he's steady getting burnt. No wonder he's like 4th or 5th on the fucking depth chart, man. His ass needs to go. So, and with Darren Sproles, that dynamic in the offense, especially on passing downs, that could really help out Blake Bortles and the receivers to get more open too. Because when Darren Sproles is the type of dude, no matter where he is on the field, you have to be aware of where he's at. So I think he fit in nice with the Jaguars, and I still don't think he'd really take carries away from Yeldon or Chris Ivory. But talking about defense looked pretty fucking good. So overall good night. I think there was a couple people that really stood out. First off, talking about Miles Jack. I like his aggressive nature and shit. Miles Jack, I think, really is going to be a beast, but my man's got to get his aggression under control and stop getting stupid ass penalties. Well, he had the one that they threw the flag for, but it picked it up, but it probably could have easily been called. And then later in the game he hit somebody else. It's like, bro, like your aggression. It's good to have, but at the same time, you got to keep that shit in check and not get stupid penalties for us. But I know he'll clean it up, and Miles Jack's going to be a fucking monster. I already know. And then another guy who really stood out to me was my man, the human rocket, James Sample. Like, that boy was hitting the shit out of people. Like, you can tell he's fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but you can tell he really wants it. Like, he wants to fucking be there and and get some more playing time. And like Jonathan Cyprien, real shit. I love you, bro. I know some people don't, but I really am a Jonathan Cyprien fan. I mean, shit, I got a signed jersey right there. But bro, real shit. You gotta bring your A game, because you're not careful. One slip up, I mean, this dude's got the type of potential to take your fucking job, and you're like the lone survivor in the secondary from last year. You feel me? So you need to step that shit up, or James Sample's gonna take your fucking job, dog. Real shit. Excuse me. But and lastly, another guy that stood out, and I'm real glad he did stand out. Fucking my man Yannick Ngakoue, our 3rd round pick out of Maryland. That dude, I mean, he showed up, got a sack, was getting pressure all night. I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be like, I know Jalen Ramsey and Miles Jack, they were 2 high profile picks that I think got the best corner in the draft and then the best linebacker in the draft. Yeah, but for real, Yannick Ngakoue, I think should have been a 2nd round pick, because as y'all know, I live in Baltimore. I watch quite a bit of Terps football, and Yannick Ngakoue was a monster in college. I think he could have easily have been a 2nd round pick, but like for some reason he flew under the fucking radar for real. And then Jags drafted him in the 3rd round. You know, I'm telling you, this dude's he may not start over Fowler. He probably won't ever, but he's going to be a guy who's going to be a low-key pick, but be a fucking savage for us. Like even this year, depending on how much he plays, I think he could be a 5 to 7 sack guy this year. So I'm telling y'all right now, watch Yannick Ngakoue. Don't sleep on that dude, because I'm telling you, he's going to be a fucking beast for us one day. I really think he is. Yeah, so I don't know. I can't really think of anybody else that like I really can talk about. But like overall, I thought the shit was good. It was good to see you know the usual starters playing good, and you know hopefully it carries over well. So far so good. We're looking all right. But yeah, man. So that about does it. That's all I got for this one. So, this is your boy Jagging Off, and I'll see y'all next time.